Can AI predict a recession before it happens? Imagine you're driving down the highway and your dashboard lights up. Not the giant red warning that says the engine is done, the trip is over, and you're about to become very familiar with the shoulder of the road. Just a smaller warning. Maybe the temperature gauge moves a little, maybe the tire pressure light comes on, maybe the car still sounds fine, but something feels off. You don't panic. You don't abandon the vehicle and start a new life in the nearest cornfield. You pay attention. That's the best way to think about AI and the economy. Not as a crystal ball, not as some magical machine that can look into the future and say, a recession begins next Thursday at 2:17 p.m. Please adjust your grocery budget accordingly. That would be convenient. Also, deeply unsettling. But AI may be able to do something more realistic and, honestly, more useful. It may be able to watch the warning lights. In our last Build Smarter video, we asked whether AI can predict the stock market. That's a question a lot of people are curious about because the stock market feels like this giant scoreboard for money, confidence, fear, greed, and occasionally, people making decisions that look like they were powered by pure caffeine and panic. But the stock market is only part of the story. The bigger question is this: can AI predict a recession before it happens? Can it see the economy slowing down before the headlines get loud? Can it notice the cracks before everyone else starts saying, wait a second, something's not right here? That's the room we're opening today. And the honest answer is not as simple as yes or no, because AI can't see the future, but it can watch the present in a way humans usually can't. It can scan thousands of signals at once. Job postings, layoffs, housing prices, mortgage rates, credit card debt, consumer spending, corporate earnings, shipping activity, interest rates, inflation, bank lending, financial news, search trends, business confidence, consumer confidence. All those little signals that most of us see separately, if we see them at all. One person might notice that groceries feel more expensive. Another person might notice fewer job openings in their field. A small business owner might notice customers are still coming in, but they're spending less. A contractor might notice fewer calls for new projects. A bank might notice more people are falling behind on payments. A retailer might notice shoppers are choosing cheaper brands. A trucking company might notice freight is slowing. By themselves, those things might not mean a recession is coming. Sometimes people pull back for a month and then start spending again. Sometimes companies pause hiring because they already hired too many people. Sometimes housing slows because mortgage rates move too fast. Sometimes the economy cools without cracking. But when a lot of those signals start pointing in the same direction, that's when things get interesting. That's where AI could help. Because AI is really good at watching patterns. It can look at how different parts of the economy connect to each other. It can compare what's happening now with what happened before past slowdowns. It can read reports faster than humans. It can track changes in language. It can notice when companies stop saying strong demand and start saying lovely little corporate phrases like challenging environment, softening conditions, or cost discipline. That last one always sounds polite, almost too polite. Like the economy put on a nice suit before delivering bad news. AI can scan earnings calls, news reports, financial statements, job boards, shipping data, housing numbers, and consumer trends at the same time. And that matters because recessions usually don't show up with one dramatic sign. They build. A little slower hiring here, a little less spending there, a few more missed payments, a few more companies lowering expectations, a few more banks getting cautious, a few more families delaying big purchases. At first, it doesn't look like a crisis. It looks like hesitation. And hesitation matters. Because the economy isn't just numbers on a screen. It's people making decisions. Do I buy the car now or wait? Do I hire another employee or hold off? Do I take out a loan or play it safe? Do I expand the business or sit tight? Do I keep spending like normal or start watching every dollar? When enough people and businesses start choosing caution at the same time, the whole economy can start to slow. That's one of the reasons recessions are so hard to predict. They're not just math problems, they're human systems. And human systems are messy. People don't always behave the way a model expects. Sometimes consumers keep spending even when prices are high. Sometimes businesses keep hiring even when the news sounds terrible. Sometimes investors panic over one report, then calm down 2 days later. Sometimes everyone looks nervous, but the economy keeps moving. And sometimes everything looks fine right up until it doesn't. That's the hard part. AI can spot patterns, but it can't control what people do next. It can't predict every surprise. It can't know when a banking crisis, global conflict, supply chain shock, policy change, or sudden panic will hit the system. It can react quickly once new data shows up. But reacting quickly is not the same as knowing the future. That's where we have to be careful. Because some AI content makes it sound like these tools are about to solve uncertainty forever. They're not. If someone tells you AI can perfectly predict recessions, market crashes, your retirement account, your grocery bill, and probably your neighbor's next bad decision, you should be skeptical. Very skeptical. Maybe even back away slowly. AI is powerful. But it's not magic. It's not an oracle. It's not a tiny economist living inside a laptop, whispering secrets from the future. What it can do is help us see more clearly, and that's still a big deal. Think about the labor market. The unemployment rate is important, but it often tells us what already happened. AI can look earlier in the chain. Are job postings falling? Are hiring freezes spreading? Are companies cutting hours? Are layoffs concentrated in one industry? Or are they moving into several? Are wages slowing? Are temporary jobs disappearing? Those are useful clues. They don't guarantee a recession, but they can show whether employers are becoming more cautious. Now look at consumers. Are people still spending freely? Are they trading down to cheaper brands? Are they delaying vacations? Are they putting more basics on credit cards? Are delinquencies rising? Are searches for debt help, second jobs, or payment plans increasing? Again, none of that proves anything by itself. But together, it may show pressure building in everyday life. And that's important because recessions don't only happen in charts. They happen around kitchen tables. They happen when families start saying, maybe not right now. Maybe not the new car. Maybe not the bigger apartment. Maybe not the vacation. Maybe not the home renovation. Maybe not the extra employee. Maybe not the new equipment. That's how a slowdown can spread quietly before it becomes official. Housing is another big warning area. When mortgage rates rise, monthly payments rise. When payments rise, fewer people can buy. When fewer people buy, homes may sit longer. When homes sit longer, builders may slow down. When builders slow down, that can affect contractors, suppliers, lenders, real estate agents, furniture stores, appliance companies, and local businesses. One part of the economy bumps into another, then another, then another. AI can help map those connections. It can watch housing data by region. It can track building permits, mortgage applications, home sales, rent pressure, foreclosure trends, and construction activity. It can ask whether the slowdown is local or whether it's spreading. That's useful. Not because it gives a perfect answer, but because it gives a better picture. The same thing is true with shipping and freight. This part doesn't always get the attention it deserves. The economy doesn't just live on Wall Street, it lives in warehouses, ports, rail lines, truck routes, distribution centers, loading docks, back rooms of stores where inventory either moves or sits. If companies are ordering less, shipping less, stocking less, or slowing production, that can tell us something. It may mean demand is cooling. It may mean businesses are getting cautious. It may mean consumers are pulling back. AI can connect that physical movement of goods with financial data, earnings reports, and consumer behavior. That's where it becomes more than just a fancy chart. It becomes a wider view of the room. And that's really the point. AI's best use in this conversation may not be predicting a recession like it's reading tomorrow's newspaper. Its best use may be helping us understand risk earlier. That could help businesses make better plans. A company might not need AI to say, a recession is definitely coming. What it needs is something more practical. Demand is weakening. Customers are slowing down. Credit risk is rising. Your industry is getting cautious. Suppliers are showing stress. Hiring trends are cooling. That kind of information can help a business prepare without panicking. It can help them avoid overextending. It can help them manage inventory. It can help them protect cash flow. It can help them think before they make a big commitment. And regular people can use AI in a similar way. Not by asking, will there be a recession next month? That's probably not the best question. A better question might be, what warning signs are economists watching right now? Or, how do interest rates affect jobs and housing? Or, what does rising credit card debt mean for the economy? Or, how can a household prepare when recession risk is rising? Those are smarter questions. and AI can help explain them in plain English. That's one of the most helpful things about these tools. They can take a topic that feels overwhelming and make it easier to understand. Because most people are not sitting around with Federal Reserve reports, earnings transcripts, freight data, housing charts, and consumer sentiment surveys open on 12 different tabs. And if they are, please check on them. They may need coffee or sunlight or both. AI can help organize the noise. It can explain what matters. It can show how one signal connects to another. It can help people ask better questions before they make decisions. That's powerful. But we still need to keep the hype under control, because prediction can be dangerous when people treat it like certainty. If an AI model says recession risk is rising, that doesn't mean everyone should panic. It means pay attention. Build a little cushion if you can. Be careful with debt. Watch your industry. Think twice before making risky financial moves. Ask better questions. Prepare smarter. That's very different from fear. Fear says, everything is doomed. Preparation says, let's understand what's happening and make better choices. That's the lane we want. And honestly, that's where AI could be most useful. Not replacing human judgment, strengthening it, not telling us exactly what will happen, helping us see what might be changing, not making people panic, helping people feel less blind, because uncertainty is stressful. When prices are high, jobs feel shaky, markets swing, and the headlines are all yelling at once, it's easy to feel like the economy is some giant machine we're all trapped inside. AI won't fix that by itself, but it can make the machine a little easier to understand. It can show us the dashboard. It can point to the warning lights. It can help us ask, is this noise or is this a pattern? That's the difference. So can AI predict a recession before it happens? Not perfectly, and honestly, we should be very careful with anyone who says it can. But AI may help spot warning signs earlier. It may help connect signals that humans usually see separately. It may help businesses, communities, investors, workers, and families understand when risk is rising. And that matters, because the goal is not to predict the future with absolute certainty. The goal is to stop being surprised by everything. AI can't promise that the economy won't shake, but it may help us notice when the floor first starts to move. And if we can see that sooner, we can prepare sooner. We can ask better questions. We can make better decisions. We can avoid panic and choose awareness instead. That's the real Build Smarter takeaway. AI isn't here to make us afraid of the economy. It's not here to replace common sense. And it's definitely not here to become a crystal ball with a subscription plan. But used wisely, it can help us understand the room before the room starts shaking, and that's how we build smarter. If this helped you understand AI a little better, like this video and continue to build smarter. We're opening the room on the tools, trends, and technology shaping everyday life. Without the hype, without the panic, and without pretending AI is magic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next